Hello there and a very good morning. This is the Breakfast Rundown with me, Zulfick Farzan, where I bring you details of stories making headlines here at home and across the world. To start off, Sri Lanka police has made a vital announcement this morning. What's this announcement? Well, Sri Lankan authorities are to destroy a total of 494 kilograms and 48 grams of heroin today. The destruction will take place at a kiln owned by a cement company in Palavia, Puttlam. Now, the heroin was seized by the Sri Lanka Navy in two major operations. The first operation, conducted on December 15, 2021, resulted in the capture of 250 kilograms and 996 grams of heroin, along with 6 foreign nationals. The second operation, on April 19, 2022, led to the seizure of 243 kilograms and 52 grams of heroin and the arrest of 7 foreign nationals. Now, following the conclusion of the respective legal proceedings, the High Court ordered the destruction of the seized drugs. Now, Sri Lanka police has confirmed that the destruction will be carried out in compliance with the court's directive. Now, at the same time, next week, on the 6th of May, is the local government election. Now, ahead of the local government election, what takes place is postal voting. Now, eligible voters can continue to mark their postal votes for the upcoming local government elections today between 8:30 a.m. and 4:15 p.m. Now, Chairman of the Election Commission, RMAL Ratnayaka, confirmed that those who are unable to cast their postal votes today can do so tomorrow. Now, meanwhile, the distribution of official polling cards is scheduled to conclude tomorrow as well. The local government elections will take place on the 6th of May. Now, at the same time, another story that's making headlines here at home is former President Ranil Wickremesinghe and the summons by the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption. Now, former President Ranil Wickremesinghe is scheduled to appear before the Bribery Commission today. Now, this is in relation to a statement he had made concerning the ongoing investigation into former Uva Province Chief Minister Chamara Sampath Dasanayake. Now, Wickremesinghe had been summoned previously on 2 separate occasions but requested alternate days to appear before the Bribery Commission. He has since communicated through his lawyer, formally requesting to appear today. The Commission has warned that failure to appear without a valid reason will result in action being taken under Section 126 of the Bribery Commission Act. Now, at the same time, Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Harini Amarasuriya says that the era of political protection for criminal activity is over. Speaking at a public meeting in Suryawaba, she said her government has changed the political culture and is committed to upholding the rule of law. She noted that while critics accuse the government of corruption, they lack evidence to raise these accusations. Dr. Amarasuriya pointed to the recent arrest of the IGP as proof that no one is above the law. Now, she added that those who once operated under political cover are now fearful as more investigations could expose further wrongdoing. Now, for 10 days, the sacred veneration of the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic took place in the Kandy city. The 2025 Siri Dalada Vandanava, or the sacred veneration of the Tooth Relic of Lord Buddha, concluded successfully on Sunday. The Siri Dalada Vandanava began on the 18th of April under the guidance of President Anura Kumara Disanayake with the blessings of the Mahanayaka Theros of the Malwatu and Asgiriya chapters and the direction of the Diyavadana Nilame of the Temple of the Tooth in Kandy. The 10-day event, which provided devotees the opportunity to pay homage to the sacred Tooth Relic, concluded last evening. At the end of the Siri Dalada Vandanava, state and civil organizations, along with the tribe forces, initiated a city-wide cleaning campaign in Kandy in collaboration with the Clean Sri Lanka initiative. At the same time, during the Siri Dalada Vandanava, various groups and organizations had organized charity food stalls, or what we call dansals, for the benefit of the pilgrims. Now, meanwhile, the Central Province Chief Secretary's office announced that a program to return unclaimed belongings of devotees who attended the Siri Dalada Vandanava has been initiated. Chief Secretary GMHA Premasinghe stated that these belongings can be reclaimed today and tomorrow at the Joy Boat Service area around the Candy Lake upon verification of the identity. The Civil Security Department supervised the safekeeping and return of the belongings of devotees who attended the Siri Dalada Vandanava. Additionally, the Central Province Chief Secretary's office announced that 24 schools which were closed for the Siri Dalada Vandanava will reopen today. Another 37 schools are scheduled to reopen tomorrow. Now, recently, Sri Lanka lifted the import ban on vehicles. Now, the Hambantota International Port, or HIP, has received a consignment of 1,560 used vehicles last week, marking the first shipment on a 7 seas vessel since the lifting of the import ban. The shipment included 4 high and heavy units alongside popular models from Japan. The shipment was delivered via roll-on, roll-off, or RORO or RORO vessel MV Viking Drive, operated by 7 Seals. With the lifting of restrictions, import demand is rising, and 7 Seals has already scheduled another shipment for early May. The Viking Drive, measuring 164 meters in length and 28 meters in width, has a capacity of approximately 3,500 vehicles. The RORO vessel follows a route from Japan, transiting through Bangladesh before returning. Now, since last week, there have been tensions growing in the Indian subcontinent between 2 nuclear powers, India and Pakistan. Now, over the weekend as well, there have been cross-border firing on the line of control between India and Pakistan, now which is known as the LOC. Now, all of this started after a group of militants attacked a tourist village or a tourist gathering in Pahalgam in Kashmir. Now, this resulted in the death of 25 Indian nationals and 1 Nepali national. Now, following the attack, both India and Pakistan have traded accusations. At the same time, on Sunday, India's Navy test-fired missiles showcasing its ability to carry out long-range precision offensive strikes as tensions with Pakistan rise after last week's terrorist attacks in Indian-administered Kashmir that killed 26 individuals. Now, Indian Navy ships undertook successful multiple anti-ship firings to revalidate and demonstrate readiness of platforms, systems and crew for long-range precision offensive strikes. The Navy posted on X as Prime Minister Narendra Modi promised a harsh response to the attack at a tourist site, the deadliest against civilians in Kashmir in 25 years. The missiles launched are designed for powerful long-range, high-precision strikes, according to the Indian Navy. Pakistan's Railway Minister Hanif Abbasi warned over the weekend that the country's nuclear arsenal of more than 130 missiles was not kept as models. Abbasi's comments fueled concerns the nuclear-armed neighbors were headed for a wider confrontation. Now, India and Pakistan have fought 3 wars, 2 over Kashmir, which each holds in part but claims in full. They have come to the brink of many other times, leading the former US President Bill Clinton to call the Himalayan region the world's most dangerous place. Pakistan's military doctrine of full-spectrum deterrence focuses on using tactical nuclear weapons to deter conventional threats, while India's Cold Start doctrine is designed to deliver swift conventional strikes before escalation. Or this is according to a publication on The Guardian. These contrasting strategies have raised fears any confrontation could quickly spin out of control. New Delhi has accused Islamabad of links to the attacks while presenting no public proof. It has pointed to Islamabad's past support for terrorists targeting India. In tit-for-tat moves, India suspended the Indus Water Treaty, expelled Pakistani diplomats and cancelled Pakistani visas. Islamabad retaliated by expelling Indian diplomats, cancelling Indian visas, closing its airspace and suspending the 1972 Simla Agreement, a key dialogue framework. As tensions escalated, India and Pakistan troops exchanged fire for a 3rd day along the line of control dividing Kashmir, a frequent flashpoint. Fueling speculation about possible Indian military action, India's Information Ministry issued a media advisory warning against live broadcasting of military operations. Echoing concerns from past crises such as the 1999 Kargil War and the 2008 Mumbai attacks, the advisory reflected fears about real-time broadcasts compromising sensitive strategies. In Kashmir, Indian military forces have launched an extensive crackdown. Security forces have targeted suspected terrorists, demolishing at least 10 homes linked to militants as part of a wider effort to dismantle what India calls the terrorism ecosystem. Now moving on to local sports. Well, in an exhilarating match of the school's rugby knockouts 2025 for the President's Trophy, St. Peter's College Mamlapita emerged victorious against Thurston College, Colombo. The match took place at the Royal College Sports Complex in Colombo. From the outset, St. Peter's College posed a formidable challenge to Thurston College, leading the first half score 34-3. In the second half, St. Peter's College added another 17 points, while Thurston could only manage 5 points. The final score stood at 51-8 in favour of St. Peter's College, marking a decisive victory. Now, St. Peter's accumulated their points through 9 tries and 3 conversions, and Thurston's points came from a single try and a penalty kick. Well, over the past few days, Sri Lanka has been experiencing heavy rainfall from time to time, at times in the morning and at times very late at night. Now, according to the Met Department, the intertropical convergence zone, where winds from the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere converge, affects the island's weather. Now, according to the Met Department, showers or thunder showers will occur at most places of the island during the afternoon and night. And several spells of showers may occur in the northwestern and western provinces and in Mana, Gaul and Madra districts during the day. Heavy falls of about 100 millimeters are likely at some places in the central, Sabaragamuwa, Uva, eastern and north central provinces, and in Vaunia, Mullaitivu and Kurunegala districts. Now, misty conditions can also be expected at some places in the central and Uva provinces during the morning. Now, that is the weather update from Sri Lanka's Met Department. And that brings an end to this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown. Until I see you again next time, take care, stay safe.
ඔබේ ගමේ නගරේ දේශපාලනයේ හෙට දවස සතිය දිනවල